Boom! Boom! Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Boom! Boom! Bye-bye. I'll deal with you one-on-one, buddy. How we doing? Boom! One more. One more boom. That's what you get for being cute. Is there something else behind us? Yep, there is. Oh no! Oh no! Not this guy. I don't want the Warhammer. No! No, I don't want the Warhammer. Boom! Dude, I'm having way too much fun with these SRMs. Welcome all Mech Warriors, your boy Congrexes Prime, and today we're going to be talking about the Mech Bay and MechWarrior 5 clans. And the reason I want to talk about this is because this is going to be a two-step video. Step number one is going to tell you a very helpful tip. I made a shorts on it, but I think that I want to stress this again because this is a mistake I made very, very early on in the game, and that is I came over here to chassis upgrades. And I clicked on it like so, and I went over to, let's say, the mech that we're going to be talking about right now, which is the Mad Dog, aka Vulture. And I started to unlock things here before I went to the mech lab and actually used these experience. If you guys look at the very top right hand corner, it says Mech Available XP. Do not do this. Before you do this, make sure you unlock every single variant of the Omnipods that you have for that particular variant, because that's going to open up an array of different things you can do with all your mechs, not just gaining your speed and your acceleration, reverse speed, and torso movement, all this stuff. This is also a percentage of the mech's capabilities. So I'd say ignore this for now. Do not waste your XP on this initially, at least, until you get every single Omnipod. And they're not that expensive. They range between 300 to 500 XP per pod, and depending on the mech, some mech only have 3. Other mechs have a bunch. I believe that the Vulture right now has, I think, like 6 or 7 Omnipods that you can choose from. So we're going to go ahead and choose it. And I'm going to show you guys where you go. You go where it says Edit Loadout. And once you hit Edit Loadout, you're going to see that you have all these different pieces. Now, an Omni Mech is different than a regular Inner Sphere Mech, because an Omni Mech means you have omnidirectional pods, which are basically just interchangeable pylons that you can change your mech, right? So, like, if you don't want to have lasers on your arms, throw that arm off, and now you have a different let's say LBS, LBX, or Gauss rifles, or you can switch to SRM streaks, or whatever you wanted to do with your arms or shoulders. That's what an Omni Mech is about. It's about just being interchangeable pieces. Now, I want you guys to understand that once you unlock all the Omnipods, you can individually change out whatever piece of the mech you want individually. Right, you have a variant. Like right now, we're on the Omnipod set Prime, right? And this is kind of like the primary variant, not Prime like me, but the primary variant of this mech, right? But I can go here and click on, let's say, the missile rack, and I don't want this missile rack. So now I'll go to, it says right at the very top bottom, it says Select Omnipod. So I select Y. I think I'm gonna have to move. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I don't have to move myself completely out the way, because I'm kind of talking and you guys can't really see it. So let me get my big head out the way. Right there, it says select Omnipod, which is Y. And it's right there. You click on Y, and once you do that, now since I unlocked every single torso piece, I can do that individually. I can move, let's say, from the LRM rack to SRM6s. I can go to the streak rack, and the difference is, if you guys notice the boxes, right? They're either big boxes like this one, like an LRM box, to huge box, right? But you can only put one LRM20. You can't stack two. Let's say if you had enough space for two, you can't do it because the box is only that big. So it only allows either an LRM20 or SRM streak rack on there, and that's it. Same thing over here. See, the SRM streak rack allows for two. You can have, but you can't put a third one on there. Now, with this one, technically, if you can carry the weight, you can put 3 SRM streak racks on there because you have the box big enough to carry 2 slots. So that's what you have to, guys, have to pay attention to, is the slot availability. Now, this mech, for some reason, does not allow any other things but missiles on its shoulders, which is kind of odd. I mean, it should be an Omni mech. I should be able to put whatever the hell I want on there. Kind of strange that it doesn't allow that to happen, but other mechs have more flexibility when it comes to what you put on the torso. So we're gonna go ahead, and now we're gonna switch modes here to actually showing you guys how do I create my boom boom mech. Now, I should have put a video in front of this where I showed you guys the short clips of me going boom, boom. This is how I'm gonna create. I'm gonna create it live for you guys. So the first thing I'm gonna do is switch out the whole variant. We're gonna go from Prime over to the variant that has the 6 SRMs. So here we go. We have the SRM Streak Rack 3, which is MDDA Omni set, and we're gonna change that completely. Boom. And I want to have this set up so I don't have to play with my shoulders. And now we're gonna change the arms. The arms are gonna be different now because I want to put ER medium lasers on here, not ER PPCs. So I'm gonna switch Omniset, the Omniset pod, but only individually the arm set where I can carry. See here, I can carry. Let's say in this particular variant, I can carry 3 ER pulse lasers, or I can carry 3. And you're gonna say, well, what's the difference between this set and this set? Well, if you look at it, it's entirely the same darn thing. There's nothing different here except you have an extra general slot. That's the only difference that I can see. So I will take the one with the extra general slot because why not, right? It has the same amount of armor, same amount of tonnage. This one has a general extra slot. I could use that for anything from, you know, being able to put heat sinks, more ammo, whatever I want. So we're gonna switch that over to the MDD. Right, it's gonna change to this one, to that particular Omni set. So you're gonna notice now I have the right arm DD is different than the right torso A. So that's the Omni set that is from. The right arm is from the DD variant, but the Omni set A, primary A, is where my shoulders are, and my head is an A, and my torso is an A. So you can change everything. So now we're gonna change the left arm A to a different set arm. For me, I want to put as many lasers as I can. I'm not Omni set, but I'm also looking to see how many general slots I have, because I could do more with more slots than I can with less. This case right here, we have 5 and 5 slots available. The armor is the same from the DD. It gives me two options for lasers, and so does this one. So in all reality, either one of these will be the same. There's no difference whatsoever. So this is the an MDDD prime left arm, and this is a MDDB left arm. They both have the same options. So whichever one you're comfortable with, you can do. I'm gonna choose the MD prime. Gives me another option later if I want to put ER PPC on here, which I won't. So now comes the customization part. I'm gonna set this mech up so that it is exactly how I have it in the preview video, and also if you watch me play it on live stream, this is the mech. Okay, so we're going step by step. We're gonna go ER medium laser, right? So we have pulse laser here. Switch this one out to ER medium. Why am I switching to ER mediums? If you look at the damage, it's 7, right? And if you look at an ER medium pulse laser, right, So this is where are you? What are the darn medium? This is a large medium pulse. Here we go. When you look at the pulse laser, right? It weighs 2 tons, and I want you to look at the damage. It's 7, right? Rate of fire is 15.79. The heat is 2.6. If you look at the ER medium laser, right? The rate of fire is it takes a little longer for the recharge rate to happen. So you have a 13.36, which is about 2 seconds of more waiting time, basically. Not 2 seconds, 2 milliseconds of waiting time, versus this one right here, which is to take like 15 point something seconds. Duration 1 second. This one's duration 1 second. So they both last the same, right? And I have more range. This one has a hell of a lot more range, 900 meters, versus here only having 720. Now, depending who's driving the mech, that range goes up or down because you have extended range or whatever based on your skills. But we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to focus on why I'm choosing ER medium lasers versus pulse lasers. It's lighter, less heat, more range, same damage. All you have to wait is a couple of extra seconds, and that's it. It's not going to break you or make you at that point. So we have that. And over here, we're changing out all these medium pulse lasers into ER mediums. The same thing. Boom, boom, boom. And what this is going to do now for us is open up 10 tons that we can manipulate in this mech. Now, if you do this right, you will armor yourself up really well in this mech, where you can take a hell of a lot more punishment than a standard, let's say, light heavy mech. Because this is a light heavy mech. This is one of the lightest heavy mechs you have in the game. But you can armor yourself up almost to you're like a light assault if you do it right. So, like if you look at the ammo here, you have 4 tons of ammo. Me personally, I like to have 5 to 6 tons of SRM ammo, because you go through, you're just gonna spit this thing out like it's nothing, but you'll be knocking mechs down like it's nothing as well. So I like to add an additional ton of SRM ammo right here. So you go right here and you add it, and I do the same thing on the opposite side so that I don't get confused where my tonnage is, and I like to keep everything balanced so it makes sense to me. So let's just say I lose my shoulder, I don't lose all my ammo or most of my ammo because I had it all on one side. I don't know if that makes any sense. So if you lose an arm or shoulder, you're not going to lose access to that weapon. So try to keep, like, this is the way I used to build mechs in the old Battletech, is I would try to keep the same kind of ammo if I had an ammo based on either shoulder. That way, if I lose one, I still have access. The sad thing is you have all your ammo on the right and your weapon on the left. You lose your right, you lost access to your weapon. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know if that makes any sense, but you want to put that's the way I like to build my mechs. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do that. So we have three tons of ammo, SRM ammo on one side and 3 on the other side. Now we still have 8 tons to play with. Now your structure in your armor says front armor here. It says 46. We're gonna change that to adding Furious armor pod, 2 tons. Boom, boom. And this is what's gonna make this mech crazy. Now your nose of your mech, which is one of the biggest parts of this mech, has 101 armor to the front of the nose. We're gonna go ahead and come down here. We're gonna put another ton of armor on one arm, right here, like so. Boom. And then we're gonna put another ton of armor on the other side over here, like so. Boom. So now we have one arm has 70 and the other one has 70.4. I just say 70 just to keep it even and easy for me to register in my mind. Now you have options. Now what I like to do is I like to heat manage. This mech's gonna get very hot very fast. So to me, 70 on one arm, 70 in the other arm is fantastic. The only thing we're missing is the shoulder. So what I like to do, right, this is just me, I like to add a Furious armor on the left shoulder, right, and Furious armor on the right shoulder. And once you do this, you should be even across the board. Boom. So now you have 2 tons. this is when I normally, you can play with these 2 tons however you like. I know this mech gets hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 double heat sinks, one on one arm, one on the other. And that's going to keep the mech cooler, right? So we have on one shoulder 59.95, on the other shoulder 59.5. On the nose we have 101. This is all the armor. On the right arm we have 70, on the left arm we have 70. Now you can't really do too much about the head because it doesn't have an available general slot, which sucks. I mean, it would be nice if we could armor that up, but we don't. And if you guys notice on the stats right now, you see the firepower and you see the armor go through the roof. Your max range is going to shrink. DPS is up to 24.74, which is cool. That's not bad. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a double heatsink on the one arm and add the other double heatsink on the other arm. And now we have decent cooling. Not great, but this mech's going to get hot. So you're going to have to manage yourself a little bit with this. And we're going to save changes. And once we save the changes, it tells you what we're adding. ER mediums +2. This is what we're buying in some fierce armor pods. So now you have what I call my boom boom mech, which is a Mad Dog MDD with 5 ER medium lasers and 6 SRM racks. And well, I'll roll the cutscene and you guys tell me what you think of this mech. To me, it's a mech that can hold his ground against assault class, medium class mechs. I mean, anything medium and below is dead in one shot if you aim it right, and if you get him from behind, it's over. Anything higher than a medium going to heavy in assault, it'll take 2 to 2.5 salvos of your weapon systems, and they're out of the way as well. You're just killing. It's just nonstop killing. The only thing holding you back is the heat. That's what's going to hold you back in this mech, is managing your heat. But other than that, my dudes, let me know what you guys think of this Mad Dog MDD. I'm going to add some context to this. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you like seeing my face on these kind of videos, drop a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. I'll be streaming MechWarrior 5 clans for the foreseeable future until I beat it. I'm only in stream number 5. Catch me live. If not, go catch my content later. Thank you guys so much for support. You guys have a great day or night. Light level peace, Congrexes. Checking out.